So I'm a big believer in free speech, and I'm left-leaning, no question. When it comes to free speech, I think that, and this is why I brought it up, why I did the devil's advocate about the racism thing, because I think what happens is the left is very quick to judge the right, but when something happens on the left, it's like, oh, well, of course that's okay because the person is a racist. When the Charlie Hebdo people publish the cartoons with Muhammad and a bunch of them get killed, you get the people on the crazy left going, well, they deserve to die because they were making fun of the prophet. That's fucking crazy. It is. Because if you drew a cartoon of Jesus butt fucking a pig, you're not going to get murdered by Pat Robertson and his crew. You might get shouted down, but that to me is where free speech comes in. And this was not a popular debate that I got into on Facebook recently, but I'll give you an example. And if I get haters, I don't care because this is what I think. This, to me, is where the free market comes into play. So recently, the city of New York passed a rule that said if you call somebody an illegal alien, you can get fined $250,000.
What the fuck?
Now, here's my problem. That's bullshit, and that is an affront to freedom of speech. Because I think you have a right to be an idiot. Now, the president is an idiot, and he tweets dumb shit all the time. And I think he has every right to do that. Now, the other side of that is we have every right, as then people with free speech, to not vote for him, to not frequent his businesses. Yeah. That's the other side of free speech. So if you get some idiot saying, so Greta, I can't ever pronounce it, Greta Thunberg, whatever, was in Iowa City. Some fucking moron from some science teacher from Waterloo High School puts on social media, I don't have my sniper rifle.
Whoa.
That guy is a fucking idiot. Now, he got suspended and he's probably going to get fired.
Right.
But that's the free market. Should it be illegal to say words? I don't think so. But let's say this. So if a restaurant says, we're not going to serve gay people, I think they have the right to do that, but I'm not going to go to that shitty restaurant.
Right.
And the real example, and I say this loud and proud, I will never eat at Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A is openly hostile to LGBTQ people. And coming from I have a theater background. I was a professional actor before I was a doctor.
Yeah.
And so I will not eat there. Cracker Barrel. Fuck them. I'm not going to eat there. Now, my wife will say to me, oh, but Chick-fil-A, the stuff is so good. And I say to her, I don't care if they have the cure for cancer. Right. They're not going to get $1 of my money because of their policies. But that's the freedom of speech thing. So, I think especially with social media being what it is today, your generation, much more so than mine, there's going to have to be accountability. This is where I began my little rant. So definitely accountability. Somebody says something, does something stupid, we call them out. Somebody did something, said something stupid in the past, we call them out. But I think there are some things I agree with you. Murder, rape, child anything, endangerment, pornography, whatever.
You're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
There are some things that are not forgivable. But if it's gonna be, and I've been saying this forever, so if it's going to be that you can't ever do or say anything stupid, the next couple generations are going to have a hard time picking senators and congressmen and the president because it's all on camera now. Right. You can't get drunk at a bar and say stupid shit without 9 people recording you. We heard rumors about George W. Bush that he was doing cocaine. We heard rumors about Bill Clinton that he was smoking pot and not inhaling. Now, any politician from 5 years ago or 10 years ago forward, that shit's on video.
Right.
So there's going to have to be a conversation of is there room for forgiveness? And if the answer is no, I don't know where we go from there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I definitely agree with a lot of what you just said. I don't know. I mean, I would much rather call me a racial slur. I want to know you're racist, you know what I mean? Or tell me you don't align, so then we don't have to ever have any interactions with each other again. That's why, when you're talking about the president, I enjoy seeing some of the outbursts because then it's okay, well, now everybody can take this and digest it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
So I definitely don't feel like we need to start. And that's the thing is too, you're talking about with politicians. I think the worst people that I've had interactions with are the ones who say and do things that are opposing how they actually feel. I don't like snakes. I would much rather have you just say, hey, I don't like you, Jordan. Fuck you. Cool, man. Fuck you. I don't like you either. Right. That's awesome. But instead of you being around, you know, checking me out, watching how I do things, see where I sleep, the people I'm around, knowing that kind of stuff, having that information, and then figuring out how to actually hurt me, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's a lot scarier.
Or worse than that, try to get something from you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so in this hypothetical situation that we're talking about, politician X doesn't like anybody who's not white.
Right.
But politician X kisses the appropriate asses to try to get in power. And then out comes the agenda that was underlying, the entire where time. It was, no, I love brown people, but then we're going to pass a bunch of stupid shit. Right. Or pick your favorite. I chose race just because we were talking about it, and Andre and I talked about it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, and I'm with you. But that's what I'm talking about that's why the limitation of free speech, I think, is so bad, because it's going to drive a lot of people underground, and it's going to seem nice on the surface. Like, oh, racism is down, sexism is down, because no one's talking about it. Yeah. But then if it's underlying, it's a cliche, but actions speak louder than words.
100%. That's why I like this presidency. I mean, I don't like it for everything that's going on right now, but the heat and the climate and how angry people are, it's showing everything. It's like all the ugly shit just came out all at once. You know what I mean? The shit finally hit the fan, and now we're just seeing the fucking room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I and I'm not huge into politics. I try to stay away from the conversations because I don't know. Sometimes it just it's a slippery fucking slope. And a lot of times too, like back in the day, I can't remember. I think I was watching maybe a Joe Rogan podcast or something. Somebody was talking, and they were talking about how, back in the day, you could have different political views than your neighbor, and you guys were still cool. Yeah. Now, people are so far right or so far left that they are mortal enemies. And that's the one thing about the left, too, is, like, of course, I'm biracial. I say I'm black most of the time, just, you know what I mean? I'm into rap music. I like drugs. I drink a lot, you know what I mean? Like I'm definitely leaning more towards the, free, not conservative stuff. But there are some left elitist people that I know that it's weird. They're so moral that it's almost like they're not moral. Like you say or do one thing, and they're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're a piece of shit.